good evening, one and all. Welcome to Red Barn Radio. I'm Bradford Becker. Tonight we continue in our 23rd year of broadcasting with episode number 886. Oh, woo. Our guest this week on Red Barn Radio is Hollerhead, led by veteran singer-songwriter Jeremy Marshall. This band has a ton of energy, relentless passion, and a sound that never gets ensnared in any particular genre trap. That's something we welcome here. I know you folks out there are going to have a great time tonight. We got Hollerhead for ya.
That old mom and pop store, they boarded up all the doors. Fines won't even climb around here no more. They got potholes in the streets, and the sidewalks are filled with leaves, 'cause no one gives a damn around here no more. They'll give you wine and give you weed, all the pills you need, just so they can watch you bleed. Or the devil's in the details. You ain't smiled since you broke your tooth. You couldn't laugh if you wanted to. Telling lies, Lord, and selling that truth. Or the devil's in the details. And Mama taught you how to pray, but she didn't raise you up that way. So many things that Mama did not say. Or the devil's in the details. We caught crawdads in that creek, fishing hole, we climbed them trees. How would we ever get so far from home? Was a twinkle in your eye, it vanished over time. I know the girl, I know the reason why. For the heart you tried to win, all the low down things she did, she turned around. She never turned back again. But the devil's in the details. If you ain't smiled since you broke your tooth, you couldn't laugh if you wanted to. Telling lies, Lord, and selling that truth. Or the devil's in the details. And Mama taught you how to pray. She didn't raise you up that way. So many things that Mama did not say. Or the devil's in the details. Or the devil's in the details. And you ain't smiled since you broke that tooth. And you couldn't laugh if you wanted to. Telling lies, Lord, and selling that truth. Or the devil's in the details. Mama taught you how to pray. She didn't raise you up that way. So many things that Mama did not say. Or the devil's in the details.
Good evening and welcome to Red Barn Radio. Wherever in the world you're listening, welcome to Roots Music Southern Style. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn Radio's official radio partner, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Listen online at weku.org. Red Barn Radio is supported by Visit Lex, Lexington, Kentucky's Convention and Visitors Bureau. More information on what Lexington has to offer is at visitlex.com. LexArts, Lexington, Kentucky's premier cultural development, advocacy, and fundraising organization, working for the development of a strong and vibrant arts community as a means of enhancing the quality of life in Central Kentucky. Follow Red Barn Radio on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Here's the host of Red Barn Radio to tell us more about tonight's performers.
Hollerhead was originally formed while Jeremy Marshall lived in Lexington in 2005. Jeremy's bands cut their teeth playing shows at legendary Lexington music clubs, and he's quick to say that this city's music scene kept him playing and growing as a musician. I know we're going to talk more about this and who knows what else. Like I said, these are not the first Hollerheads. The Hollerheads here tonight are Jeremy Marshall, on acoustic and lead vocal. He's always been there. Della Marshall, his wife, on backing vocals. Tim Green on bass. Derek Terry on electric guitar. And Trey Rudd on drums. Welcome back, Hollerhead.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. This song here is called Hurt People. I wrote this one about, this one came about when we were just, me and her maybe had a little argument or something, and I went outside and yeah. And, I got to thinking about why do I do the things that I do? Why do we do these things? So this one's called Hurt People. I've been a mean man in my life. I've been a mean man to my wife, to her daughter, oh, and to my son, and to everything that I have ever loved. Why do we do things that we do? Why did I do those things to you? Hurt people, hurt people. Ain't that the truth? But I'd swear it on your grave, to all the hell that I ever raised, I am through. I've been scared, man. Scared for my life. I've been a boy in the dark with his pocket knife. I ain't scared of no beat. Oh, he made me tough. I'm just scared that I'd never be good enough. Why do we do the things that we do? Why did I do those things to you? Hurt people, hurt people. Ain't that the truth? But I'd swear it on your grave, all the hell that I ever raised, I am through. There's been a war, man, inside of my head. You wouldn't believe all the things that the devil said. Oh, he told me I'm no good. Oh, I'd always be. And there's no one that could ever love me. Why do we do things that we do? Why did I do those things to you? Hurt people, ain't that the truth? But I'd swear it on your grave, all the hell that I ever raised. Oh, I swear it on your grave, I am through. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so next one I'm going to play, this is called Glass in the Sky. I was sitting where I write songs at, and this poor bird flew into the window, and I thought, man, that's how I feel today. And the cat was sitting there waiting for the poor bird, and so that's where this song comes from. It's called Glass in the Sky. Just like a bird, see, I was floating along, minding my business. Thank you guys very much. All right. The next one we're going to do here is called Carnivals and Cartwheels. I wrote this little song. We lost my mother some back, and I write a lot about that, a lot about loss and going through that. This one's called Carnivals and Cartwheels. Carnivals and cartwheels, and how they made you feel for the time, Lord, it drug you away. And you got so cold, and I wish I did not know, Lord, the sound gravel makes when you're driving away. Hey mama, can you feel me? I'm slipping away. I got a good taste of all the bad things that you was trying to warn me about. And I wish that I could say that I don't regret a thing, but what the hell would I do with my day? Hey mama, can you feel me? I'm slipping away. So world keeps turning. God is good, I guess, yeah. Oh, he's sure keeping us guessing. Hey, what's coming next? Yeah, we didn't ask for nothing but heartaches are free. Well, why does the devil like dancing with you and me? Hey mama, can you feel me? I'm slipping away. We fought like some cats and some dogs, hard-headed as some hickory logs. Yeah, I know every single word that you're gonna say. Hey mama, can you feel me? I'm slipping away. So world keeps turning. Oh, God is good, I guess, yeah. He's sure keeping us guessing. And what's coming next? Yeah, we didn't ask for nothing, but heartaches are free. Well, why does the devil like it dancing with you and me? Hey mama, can you feel me? I'm slipping away. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we got another one.
I think we have me now.
We have you now. I
Me
think.
and you.
Us.
Yeah, it's just the two of us.
All right.
Enjoyed the songs.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's pretty. How long ago did your mom pass?
3 years.
In
March 23rd.
Was it March?
March 23rd. Yeah.
Hmm.
I quit drinking March 24th. I swore to her I would, so it's been 3 years almost for me.
And was that something that you all talked about?
Yes and no. I knew that's what she wanted. I knew it's what I needed to do. And yeah, she moved in with us at the very end and stayed with us. Mom had a rough way to go. So, yeah, I just owed it to her. She was a good mom, and
Yeah.
it was time for it. It was time to do that for her. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow, it's a nice, a great gift both to her and to yourself.
Yeah, and to me too. 3
Yeah.
years, I've never felt better. Yeah,
Yeah. How did things change for you?
everything.
Yeah.
I was in this town playing music 20 years ago, and I was just trapped in And and I don't preach. People do whatever they need to do for themselves. But for me, my life changed. Everything changed. My relationship with my family and my wife and music. I started playing more music. People started being more receptive to the music. There was more drive to get up and go play. And I don't know. Everything changed in my life.
Yeah. You feel like there's more hope in the songs that you sing now?
I think I'm still processing all that. I had to be strong for a long time, so I think I still write from that place. A lot of these songs come from that place. So, yes, hope. I have a beautiful family. I have beautiful kids. Definitely hope, but this is my outlet to talk about a lot of that stuff. A lot of these songs are from a hard time. We lost her mom the year before, and my grandfather, and we just had a lot of loss.
Yeah, a lot of loss in a short amount of time.
So this is, songs are therapy for me. Yeah.
I can tell that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you talk some about the place where you grew up, Derek? What was it? Western Kentucky?
Jeremy.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, I grew up in West Kentucky in Hardin, a little old town in West Kentucky, far West Kentucky.
Huh.
Yeah.
And tell us about that place. And was there music in the home?
Yeah. My grandfather and my mom. My mom taught me how to play on a classical, but I would say the first week of my life, I was sitting at a piano with my grandfather. He worked for Murray State University in the music department and rebuilt pianos and tuned pianos. And
cool.
So I was around music my whole life. He played steel guitar, and music was everywhere. Yeah. My mom was, in choir and at church, and everybody in my family was, for the most part, a lot of my family was musically inclined. Yeah.
And so were they just sort of hobby pickers, or were there some members of your family who sort of hit it hard the way you did?
No, they just hobbies pretty much. My grandfather should have. He could have. He had a million times my talent, but he was a family man and stayed home and took care of the family. And but yes, he was a good enough piano player to easily have. He had great friends in Nashville that from all his business with. He had a really good piano tuning business, so he would set up. He would take grand pianos, and I would go with him to. I was backstage at a very young age with Chet Atkins, Boot Randolph, and Floyd Kramer.
Oh, Jeremy.
So,
wow.
But I didn't realize that, when I was a kid coming up, you didn't know that you were in Ricky Skaggs, and I didn't know the people that I was around very young.
Well, he must have been pretty excited to be in the company of Floyd Kramer, I would think.
Oh, man. I heard The Last Date 500,000 times in my life. He's played. Yeah, he was a huge Floyd Kramer fan.
Did he play like that?
Oh, yeah. His mom was... she played a lot of ragtime, so he would go in between like the Floyd Kramer and then some boogie woogie, as he would call it, but then the ragtime, he really would get into some of that old, and I just ate it up. I was obsessed with it, yeah. Yeah, I was fortunate.
Yeah, but this is not something that's been a hobby for you. I mean, this is something that's been way more than a hobby. You've been at it for, 20 years?
I've been at it a long time.
More than that, probably. Right?
Yeah. Hobby and both. We live in a great country where you're allowed to dream and you can believe that you can do anything you want. And I was fortunate enough to have people around me when I was young that made me believe that you can do anything you want. And so it was always a dream to play. A hobby, sure, at different times of my life, but
right.
I always keep my eye on it, and I always knew it was my passion for sure.
So your mom was a big fan, obviously, of the idea of playing music. Who were some of the other people who sort of upheld that belief that you could do exactly what you wanted to do, and that arts was a good way to go? My
grandparents and my mother.
Yeah.
I had a great family, but they all encouraged me to do anything. I never doubted that I could do anything that I wanted to do. So if I wanted music, but unfortunately, early I started drinking, and I really think that puts a lot of people in a box, and it's hard to get out of that. So you kind of waste your time when you should be writing songs or chasing shows or doing some things, waking up in the morning trying to get the wheels turning again, and I think that really hindered me for a long time.
Yeah, but when I listen to other musicians talk about sobriety, they also talk about overcoming that fear that this will still be fun.
Sure, it took a while. I mean, you write different. You think it's going to sound different. The nerves are different. You know.
How about your comfort in front of a crowd?
Yeah, not as much as I was once. You know, I mean, that's the honest truth. You know, you could easily down a couple beers and you could let it all go.
Mr.
Now,
Good Time Charlie.
Yeah, but now whether that was good or not, it was good to me. I don't know if it was good to the crowd or not, but you know, you could easily shake the nerves. Yeah, for sure.
Huh. And then when did you and Della meet? Hi, Della.
Hi.
Why don't you answer this? When did you and Jeremy meet?
4th of July of 2008.
Oh, okay. So you all have
Yeah.
been together for you've been
Many, many lives.
through the thick and thin.
We have.
Very thick
We've
and
been
very
through a
thin.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, talk more about that, Della. How did you guys meet?
He and a friend was getting ready to walk back to, they played the beer garden. They played a show. I had no idea who Hollerhead was, never heard of him. I had just moved back to the Murray area with my daughter, and him and his friend was getting ready to leave, and it was pouring down raining, and so I just asked him to come inside with me and have a couple drinks with me and wait with me. And from there, it was just...
Wait for her to go on a date. She was leaving to go on a
I
date.
was supposed to be going on a date that night, and
Oh,
I
really?
did. I went on my date.
You still did.
I did go on my date.
Uh-huh.
But then September 5th was our first date, and we haven't been separate since. We've been together every single day, pretty much, except for work.
Well, that's lovely. Yeah, very nice. And was music always something that you guys did together, or did you start
No.
doing that later on?
We kind of played around with it, where I kind of sang with him a little bit when we first got together.
Yeah.
But it was never, I was terrified to get in front of people, and he just wasn't. And then, what was it last year, a year ago, something like that, a year ago? I'm a nurse, and so I had just gotten off working midnights, and he asked me to sing the song that he had just written with him, and I did, and it kind of just started snowballing from there, I guess.
Do you write some too, Della?
No, I give suggestions.
Oh, you do?
I
Oh,
give
you do?
suggestions.
She writes more than she wants. When something's bad, she's like, no. And when it's good, she's like, yeah. let me-"
I try
she
to be as
pushes me
honest
into-
as possible, but of course it's still my opinion. But
Hey, I'm talking to Jeremy Marshall and Della Marshall. They are the lead singers here in the band Hollerhead, who are our guests tonight on Red Barn Radio. We're going to get back to some music now with Hollerhead.
All right. Thank you guys. So this is a newer one that I wrote, and this one's called Setting Me on Fire. I don't keep liquor on my shelf, 'cause I'm a danger to myself. I'm counting on the good Lord's help to save me from the road to hell. Don't you come around here, baby, set me on fire. Well, I don't talk to my old friends. I bet they wonder where I've been and where I buried all my sin. And will I dig it up again? So don't you come around here, baby, set me on fire. Well, things are finally going good, and don't you think that we should just let old sleeping dogs lie? Forget you ever saw my face, forget I ever said your name, baby, throw your matches away. Yeah, don't you come around It's all ashes from an old flame. And when that old sun gets low, and when that cold wind it blows, I'll sit in here all day long, praying to the Holy Ghost. Don't you come around here, baby, set me on fire. I finally started sleeping right. I don't count them sheep all night, or listen to some pillow cry, or wonder if I'm gonna die. Don't you come around here, baby, set me on fire. Things are finally going good, and don't you think that we should just let old sleeping dogs lie? Forget you ever saw my face, forget I ever said your name, baby, throw your matches away. Yeah, don't you come around here, baby, set me on fire. Oh, please don't you come around here, baby, set me on fire. 'Cause there ain't nothing left to say. It's all ashes from an old flame. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you. So this next song is called Rivertown. This is about my little, we're from, we claim Murray and Paducah, if you guys know that area. That's where we're mostly from. And I was mad at my little town when I wrote this one. Well, I was talking to some honeybee about, hey, I'm leaving town. See, they got the wrong circus in here, boy, I'm the wrong clown. A shot of whiskey, hey, a Marlboro Light, and that tuned me up just right. And I leave here in the morning when I see the first light. No one cares, man, what I think. Go on and pour me another drink. Oh, it's clear as mud in a river town. These walls are the closing in. I can't find me a single friend yet. Should've left this old town, man, long Rivertown. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. What we got up here? I Know God. So this is a new one also that we haven't played out very much. It will be coming out on an album we got. I wrote this one. I was just watching, it was on the news, and I was just seeing how there was just some people telling other people how to live and what they should do, and I just don't dig that. And they weren't, I just got the impression that a lot of people who have a speck in their eye like to tell other people what to do, and that's kind of what this song's about. We ain't gonna run, child. We ain't gonna hide. 'Cause someone else don't like what is on your mind. We ain't gonna bend none, and we ain't gonna break. Ain't gonna stand up on some mountain made out of hate. We ain't gonna fly away. We ain't gonna fade. We're gonna be the wind that spins around that rusted weather vane. Oh, I know God, and He don't sound anything like they do. He didn't rip apart my heart with words so cold and cruel. He didn't tell me that this skin I'm in, it don't fit His point of view. Oh, the life He made for me is the life He made for you. Oh, I know God. Oh, I know God. For all the love in your mother's eyes, for every teardrop she ever cried, for every second that she stood by your side, broken hearted trying to get you through the night, yeah. Oh, you can't stop fighting. Oh, you can't stop fighting now. Oh, I know God, and He don't sound anything like they do. He didn't rip apart my heart with words so cold and cruel. He didn't tell me that this skin I'm in, it don't fit His point of view. Oh, the life He made Thank you guys. We appreciate you. Water. So the next song is called Long Road to Hoe. Anybody ever cut tobacco out there? You know what a long road to hoe is. Well, the Lord, He sent for my grandpa early in the spring. Now, oh, has the time, yeah, they're turning for me. And I partly give up, man. I'm partly just running around from hell. Got me a fine little woman. Stand beside me. Love gave me two fine children, the angels indeed. But someone ate all the biscuits, Lord, and left the gravy right here for me. Oh, I got a long old road, Lord, that I gotta hold. Hey, I'm always so tired, man. Said I'm always on fire, and I never know, hey, which way that I gotta go. Oh, I got a long old road, man, that I gotta hold. Oh, I got a long old road, Lord, that I got to hold. I've been hard on my ticker. I'm harder on my liver, Lord, like that old truck seat. I barely do run. I got 2 coats of that primer, man. I'm a paint job, never, ever, ever getting done. But it's me here and that old truck. We wake up with some good luck, oh man, we'll ride right through that old town again. We might be beating hay, we might be banging, but I'm a willing, Lord, to do it all over again, yeah. Well, I got a long old road, man, that I gotta hold. Hey, I'm always so tired, man. Said I'm always Thank you. That's it.
All right. Hey, before we get on with more music, I want to remind you all of a couple of things. Number one, Red Barn live streams both tonight's and on any Wednesday remain available online for you to view at your convenience on YouTube, along with live audio streams, compliments of WGAD.net in Central New York. Don't miss a single episode of our program, and be sure to tell your friends and share what it is that you like about our program tonight with Hollerhead, for instance. Number two, Craig Durko is our guest next week. This veteran musician from Sarnia, Ontario, is touring America with his band and the new set of songs for the very first time. He was focused on writing and performing material with numerous bands for so long, and then his own solo material he found it was taking a back seat. He decided he wanted to get on with it. Craig decided he was ready for a change, took a deep dive into his catalog, decided on his 10 favorite songs, and put together a really good, cohesive LP. Since the release of this self-titled debut album, Craig has now been consistently playing live from Detroit to Columbus to Toronto. Craig and his band are excited to perform live for Red Barn Radio, he says, on their North of Nashville tour. And we'll be playing some new songs from the upcoming second album for the first time ever. That's Craig Durko and band. Very psyched about this. That's next week. Join us, won't you? In studio and on Red Barn Radio's live stream, 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. Hey, let's welcome back Hollerhead now for some more Hollerhead music.
All right. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
We're all familiar, with the phrase, right? Long road to hoe. But I would wager that most of us have not cut tobacco. Have you done, is that something you've done?
I thought everybody in Kentucky had cut tobacco.
Well,
No?
not all of us grew up here.
No, I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, so talk about what that means in that context.
My cousin grew tobacco, and when you're a kid where I'm from, that's how you make extra money. So we would go, we would get in the fields, and I did everything from cut it, strip it, put it in the barn. I was part of the whole process as a kid.
Yeah.
And, my grandfather didn't need the money, but my cousin would grow it, so we would all get out there, and it was kind of a family affair. I got paid, and Granddaddy went out there to hang out with the grandkids, and we'd race to the end. And yeah, it was a good. It's hard work ethic that you get from your grandpa to push you to the end.
Indeed.
I got some of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so do you remember a time when it made you sick? Like ever? No, I've heard some people talk about the handling of tobacco, and it just never used.
Sick of didn't want to do it tomorrow. That's
yeah,
sick.
Right. Sick of the work, but
yeah,
not physically
never.
sick from the handling the tobacco.
No.
Cool. All right.
Okay. Yeah. And next one's called "Minding My Business." Sitting there minding my business. I collard greens and homemade biscuits, and I was wondering how these clouds they got in the sky. Talk was cheap, hey, I rolled the dice, and I said my prayers, and then I held on tight on down the road. Yeah, broken dreams they ride. Oh, she cut me right down to the bone. Oh, she reached inside, pulled out my soul. And most men would say, hey now boy, you should act your age. Yeah, but most men, I swear they's fools. I fell in love in a New York minute bar, but that was a spell. 'Cause she was hotter than any firecracker popping on the sidewalks of hell. She had me wishing, Lord, I'd not have been a wishing when I wished her well. And one look in those deep dark eyes, yeah, anyone can tell. She cut guys very much. What do we got next? Nobody's home. So yeah, this one's got a little story to it. This was, we've already talked about my mom and my grandparents, and this is a song that I lost my dad. The reason I left Lexington was because my dad passed away from cancer, and I moved home to be with my family after that. It was kind of a sudden thing. And I wrote the first part of this song after he passed away, and my mom loved it, and I couldn't ever find the second half of it. And then when we lost my mom, Della encouraged me to go and work on this one. And this one's about, you know, that feeling whenever we all have it at some point, where that home that you have that you grew up in is not there anymore, and you can't go to the old front porch, or you can't go to the old bedroom that you need to go sit and be. That's all gone. So this one's called Nobody's Home. Nobody's home. All the cars, oh, they are all gone. And there's no footprints for the white snow. Tell me where, oh, tell me where did you go? Nobody's home. Oh, you would never drink coffee this cold. And this old haunted house, oh, she's as quiet as a mouse. And I ain't never felt this alone. I ain't never felt this alone. I wish I was with you. I could see you like a nighttime star, and I wish I could sing you one more time. But nobody home. I saw the front porch light was flickering on. Saw the for sale sign was gone. And all the memories we made, oh, they're just faded pain. All them ghosts, they don't live there no more. No, they're ghosts, they don't live there no more. And I wish I was with you wherever you are. And I wish I could see you like a nighttime star. And I wish I could touch you Thank you. Thank you. All right.
My in-ear just went completely out.
How bizarre. Oh, I see why. Can you hold that?
Want us to do an acoustic?
Little intermission.
All right. Chat amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Do you want us to do one acoustic? Want us to do an acoustic?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Gonna do one from your,
Sober now.
one from the list here?
Yeah, yeah. We'll just go on.
All right.
Okay.
So this one's called Sober Now. Oh, I'm a bluegrass poet, always running late. But these kids need shoes, so roofing's my trade. Oh, I met the devil in a frying pan. I was 2 stories up with a hammer in my hand. And I begged the Lord for all these years, won't you please just get me down from here? Won't you please just get me down from here? And is it ever too late to learn to dance? Or to act a little different than the way I have? I'm gonna give a little more, gonna take a little less. I'm gonna give this mean old world my best. Oh, I'm gonna give this mean old world my best. Oh, I've learned a lot of lessons that I won't forget. And I've said a lot of things my tongue regrets. Yeah, I've eaten a lot of crow in my life. And I've climbed a lot of ladders just to keep me high. And I've begged the Lord for all these years, won't you please just get me down from here? Won't you please just get me down from here? And is it ever too late to learn to dance? Or to act a little different than the way I have? I'm gonna give a little more, gonna take a little less. Yeah, I'm gonna give this mean old world my best. Yeah, I'm gonna give this mean old world my best. And is it ever too late to learn to dance? Or to act a little different than the way I have? And I'm gonna give a little more, gonna take a little less. And I'm gonna give this mean old world my best. Oh, mama, can you see me up there somehow? Oh, mama, can you see that I'm sober now? Oh, mama, can you see that I'm sober now? Thank you, guys. We back on? All
I
right.
think we're back in business.
Back in business.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Excellent. But it's interview time.
So we're
again.
out of business.
No, we're really getting down to business now. Hey, so I guess I'm wondering too if we've talked a little bit about sort of their before and after for you. Were your songs always so utterly honest?
No.
As interesting. Della is nodding yes.
He's got a couple old songs that are super fun, just fun songs that don't really have any, I'm going to say depth, but very few.
So you mean ones that don't have any like specific message? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Sort of like, okay, it's
Bluebird.
not hollering. They're not hollering.
No, they're not.
hollering for fun.
I mean,
They don't have an underlining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just fun. I mean, there was a different time. You go through these phases of life, and this is just, this phase of honesty is
Step
where
up a little closer
Oh,
to
I'm
the
sorry.
mic. That's okay,
yeah,
Jeremy.
this
That's all right.
phase is, it's just different. Songwriting has become different for me.
Yeah.
It's a place to talk about, to be honest. And if you're not going to be honest, then I don't have time for it, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, you're right. Well, you were talking though about you're also processing some stuff.
Sure.
Like you say,
And,
between the grief in your family,
Mm-hmm,
between sobriety, you got a lot of things going on there.
Sure. But we, as far as this show goes, we still play a lot of. I wrote some of my favorite songs in this city 20 years ago. So sometimes we play a more rockin' show. We bring it up and break it down. We play a lot of those sometimes. We're not going to play a lot of them tonight, but we do still dabble in some of those sometimes.
Yeah, and those are all your tunes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've wrote all the songs. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'd like to hear more about that. I was really intrigued when you were singing the song where the bird hits the
Oh
window.
yeah. Glass in the Sky.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, of course, Glass in the Sky. So that was kind of neat. You started to describe this place where you sit and write, right by a window, I assume.
A big bay window.
Yeah, talk about that place.
So I don't live like most people, I'm assuming. So at my studio, I have this bay window, and it's in our living room, and I have compressors and EQs and lunch. If you guys know what a lunchbox is, like the 500 series compressors and EQs, and I have microphones all over the place at our house. So
In our living room.
In the living room. I take them out every now and then, but for the most part, I keep that stuff set up all the time, and that's where I write, and I have a little creative space. But we have a studio at the house too that's in the garage, but that's where I write. I like to come in, and I like to see my son run around the house, and I like to aggravate him, so I don't like to. I like to be involved with the family, so so they just let me do my thing there, and that's where I write.
You talked earlier too about this in the song "Hurt People." I was especially struck with the verse where you were talking about how fear plays in the things that we do and the things that we say. Can you talk some about that? Like I'm wondering if you feel that there was a time when your choices, the words you spoke, your actions were more governed by fear.
Yeah, I think if we're all being honest, we're all probably led by a little bit of fear. Fear from the mistakes you've made, will you make them again? Fear from maybe some things that happened in childhood. The older I get, I'm still fearful. I'm fearful for my children and the world. So, fear plays a lot into songwriting, into my life. I wish it wasn't like that, but yeah, fear is. There's a lot of there. There's a lot to unpack when you talk about fear.
Was some of that lifted? Was some of that lifted when alcohol wasn't part of your life anymore?
Sure. Maybe it's more like binoculars zooming in, and now you're starting to see things that you just blindly put away now. So things come in clearer without the alcohol. Yeah, things are. It's not what people think. For people who haven't quit drinking, you kind of step away from it, and things just don't improve overnight. It's like a layer of an onion. You pull something off, and it's like, oh, I got to pull this layer off too. And you constantly keep pulling those things off. And with everyone, it's kind of some fear that you pull off, until you get down to the core of back to where you were a little child running around. That's what I'm looking for, is to get back to that place where I was where I was 5 and running around carefree with my grandfather. Yeah.
So there's a lot of devils and demons and God and redemption in your tunes. Does religion per se play large in your music? Is it? Do you like to think more in terms of spirituality?
Yeah, for sure.
What's
I
your
mean,
take?
I was, I was, as much as I sat next to that piano, I was raised in a Baptist church. So I was there Sunday night, Wednesday. So now I have a different relationship with God than that particular relationship that, but yes, it's absolutely a huge part of my life, spirituality. It's in every thought. It's in everything that I try to do to govern for my own family and for my own, trying to be a good person and trying to search out what that even means. So yeah, spirituality. I wouldn't go as far as to say, I'm not necessarily tied to an organized religion. Just, but there are a lot of that you bring with you from being a kid. You bring trying to answer questions about things that it takes a long time to dig through. And when you dig off into alcohol at a very young age and you carry that for 20 years, maybe sometimes we don't go in and think about things the same. We kind of put Band-Aids on stuff. So yeah, I've had to pull those Band-Aids off.
You talk a lot about kidhood, your kidhood, and now you've got a kid of your own.
2.
Yeah, how old?
22 and 10.
Okay. Okay.
11. He just turned 11.
11. Okay. All right. I'm thinking of the 11-year-old now. Then, what's 11? What's his name?
Eli.
Eli. All right.
Hi,
so,
Eli.
Yeah. Hey, Eli. So, how does your upbringing and what you've come to realize about your childhood inform the way that you parent?
Everything, man.
Yeah. Talk about it for a minute.
I don't know. I just learned a lot. The reason I quit is because I quit drinking from my mom and from my son. I grew up in a family, with the men, some of the men, not my grandfather, but some men drank, and I had to remove that from their lives. I wanted a different thing. I hurt people, being mean, being mad, being uncontrolled. It's not gonna, breaking that generational
Curse.
Yeah, that curse, and that it was passed on to them too. I don't hold any grudges against anybody in my family. It's just kind of the way things happen, and it's how their dads were, and this dad was, and I intend wholeheartedly to break that for my son.
Yeah,
he's a straight A student. He's never been whipped. He's the most courteous, kind kid on the planet, and so is our daughter. She just became a nurse last week. They're both wonderful children, and we've been blessed too. But I've, by the grace of God, I've had the ability to step out and see that, and to see that I needed to remove myself from something. So I don't know where that strength came from, her and the kids for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I've been able to give them something different. And we got a long ways to go, hopefully. So hopefully I can continue that.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad for you too.
Thank you.
And your music is beautiful, and all the hollering you're doing makes a lot of sense.
Thank you.
Could you talk some about the Hollerheads you have with you here tonight, the folks we haven't had a chance to talk to?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is
Introduce us to those guys.
Tim Green on the bass is from Paducah, Kentucky. He's been playing bass with me for 3 years. He's a great friend of mine. We've traveled a lot and played a lot of music, and love him to death. Be lost without him. Trey Rudd, he just joined us, 9 months ago, back in November, something like that. He does, I don't know if anybody out there watches any of our music videos and the things, we work on that a lot, and Trey is responsible for a big portion of that. He owns a company, a video, is that how you say it? A videography, a video company, and he does a lot of, he makes a lot of videos for a lot of artists and stuff back home, so he's responsible for that. And he's been working with us. Before he was a drummer in the band, he would
Do the videos.
he did all the videos, and he has been supporting us and for a long time now. So
Yay, Trey. All right.
Yeah.
And then last but not least,
we don't even need to talk about
the
this.
tall drink of water over there.
Derek Terry, he's from Clinton, Kentucky, and he's been with me for about 3 years also, going on 3 years. And absolutely amazing. One of my bestest friends. Love him to death. Young kid that has got it together. I wish I was half as smart as this kid when I was 20. You 22 now? 21. What I would give to be in Lexington, Kentucky, 21, and as smart as this guy.
Right. Uh-huh.
And then, yes, my beautiful wife, Della Marie, that you've been talking to, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hey, let's get back to some more music with
All right.
Hollerhead, folks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So this is a single we put out a few months ago. This one's called The Riverbank. Well, I went down to the river, my fishing pole. I put my feet down in the water, 'cause the river's my home. Well, I got a friend down at the river, he's looking for the ghost. Got me searching for the clovers, 'cause paleo's the most, yeah. Now we're just trying to get to heaven. I'm pulling that ball and chain, yeah. Man, I'm trying to stop the bleeding from yesterday, yeah. Through the plan I keep on digging down at the riverbank. Well, I went down to the river to wash my soul. When the Lord he starts calling, that's where I go. I put my faith down in the river, oh, it's a heavy load. I put my faith in the river, and then I walk out slow. And I'm just trying to get to heaven. I'm pulling that ball and chain, yeah. Man, I'm trying to stop the bleeding from yesterday, yeah. Through the plan I keep on digging down at the riverbank. Well, I went down to the river,
Went down to the river.
went down into the river,
Went down into the river.
went down into the river,
Went down into the river.
went down. And I'm just trying to get to heaven. I'm pulling that ball and chain, yeah. Man, I'm trying to stop the bleeding from yesterday, yeah. Through the plan I keep on digging down at the riverbank. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. All right, we're going to do another new song. This one's called, what are we doing? Tell me, trying to love you. So, yeah, this one, we've talked a lot about loss, and this one is about, somebody that didn't pass away. Just sometimes you got to tell people bye because it's not right. Trying to love you, it's like riding on a tornado. And you can't ever tell which way the wind's gonna blow. And I tried to hold on, but my heart is hard as stone. And I guess they were right all along. We reap what we sow. And maybe one day when we die, oh, our ghosts, they will dance through the night, and all the wrongs will be turned into right. Oh, I will see you on the other side. Oh, I will see you on the other side. Trying to love you, just holding a rose by the thorn. Oh, what beauty, but my how blood pours. And there's no rest for the wicked. And honey, I'm sure that you know. I bet you can't sleep a wink with your head on that dirty pillow. Oh, maybe one day when we die, oh, our ghosts, they will dance through the night, and all the wrongs will be turned into right. Oh, I will see you on the other side. Oh, I will see you on the other side. Oh, trying to love you has broke me completely in two. Oh, and letting go, it's the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And I can't count all the demons that I've had to fight for you. Yeah, you can go and ask the devil, 'cause he knows that God's honest truth. But maybe one day when we die, oh, our ghosts, they will dance through the night, and all the wrongs will be turned into right. Oh, I will see you on the other side. Oh, I will see you on the other side. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. So let's keep this theme going. So this next song is Outer Space, right, guys? On 2. Outer space. I was sitting watching my son draw this picture, and he had the whole solar system drawn, and I was thinking about all this heavy stuff, and I just asked the Lord, please, just don't take me today. Let me stay here with my boy and enjoy this day. And this one is called Outer Space. Oh, heaven, I long the day sweet forever. I'm here to stay. Wash all my burdens away. Just not today. Oh, just not today. 'Cause who is gonna love her if I'm gone? And who is gonna teach him to be strong? Oh, Lord knows we're good at holding on. Just not today. Oh, just not today. We've been broke so many times. All the pieces know they don't fit just right. I'm hanging on by a thread, but that old ball of yarn ain't unwound yet. Outer space, just not today. Oh, just not today. So I thank God for all that He's done, for a good life lived under the sun. My work here, oh, it's almost done. Just not today. Oh, just not today. We've been broke so many times. All the pieces know they don't fit just right. I'm hanging on by a thread, but that old ball of yarn ain't unwound yet. To outer space, just not today. Oh, just not today. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Well, there are many people to thank for our broadcast. First, Hollerhead, our guest on the program. Hey, and you, we want to thank all of you for listening to our webcast, watching us on social media, and those listening to us on our growing network of Red Barn stations and media worldwide. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn's premier radio partner, Central and Eastern Kentucky's radio news leader. You can listen online at weku.org. It's your chance to hear more great live music from Red Barn Radio and WEKU. That's NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Those of you here in the Central Kentucky area, you got to be sure to check out Red Barn TV. It's our weekly program of music, now on ABC 36 WTVQ. Red Barn Radio comes to you from our home, the Arts Place Performance Hall in downtown Lexington, Kentucky. Our website has updates and further information on our guests and future programs. We're on the web at redbarnradio.com. Before we close out the program now, let's bring back Hollerhead for one more tune.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. All right, so this last song is it's called Never Gonna Leave You. We've had a lot of luck for this. I actually wrote this one for the Master Musicians Festival last year, and I got invited to come up and play outside, and they let me come back in this year. So you guys go get your tickets for the Master Musicians Festival. We're going to be playing there this year. But yeah, that's where this one come from. That old tree must really, really hate that light. It's been struck 3 times since we moved here. Ain't no life left, Lord, no, it's just hollow. And this last friend that I've got left. Tell me, can you feel that cold wind blow? How far is that graveyard from this road? I don't like to get too far from home. I swore I'd never leave you. Oh, I'm never gonna leave you. Not even if the big sun melts my bones. Every last trumpet in the sky has blown, and all of space and time explode. I'm never gonna leave you. Oh, I'm never gonna leave you. There ain't no sunshine, it's coming through my window. I guess I'll stay here, oh, in this cold bed. I'll fall asleep here, oh, I'll come and I'll find you. We'll spend the day here, inside of my head. Tell me, can you feel that cold wind blow? How far is that graveyard from this road? I don't like to get too far from home. I swore I'd never leave you. Oh, I'm never gonna leave you. Not even if the big sun melts my bones. Every last trumpet in the sky has blown, and all of space and time explode. I'm never gonna leave. Oh, I'm never gonna leave. Tell me, can you feel that cold wind blow? How far is that graveyard from this road? I don't like to get too far from home. Swore I'd never leave you. Oh, I'm never gonna leave you. Not even if the big sun
Well, that's all for our show for this week. You can watch and listen to Red Barn Radio worldwide as we stream live on the web on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. Hey, and speaking of you listeners, please, before, during, or after you enjoy Red Barn Radio, take just that moment to engage with us in some way. Your comments, your sharing, your subscribing to our channels matters so much to us. It will be the fuel that will keep the train going and keep Roots Music Southern Style coming to your neck of the woods and beyond. And now we bid you good night. Let's stick together, let's appreciate each other, and let's join up again next week for another great evening of music and conversation on Red Barn Radio. I'm Bradford Becker. See you next time.